ever been to Branson, Missouri? My mom and I recently took a trip there, and boy, were we ever surprised at what we found. You see, we had always thought that Branson was like Las Vegas, that it had a long road that was a strip with hotels, with lights, with shows, just the glam kind of thing. And that really wasn't appealing to us. We're not the Vegas types. But boy, were we ever wrong. When we got to Branson, we found something totally different than what we thought. Stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you what it was that changed our minds about Branson forever. You're going to want to go yourself. Our trip started out in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and ended up in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We had only originally scheduled one night in Branson. You see, we didn't think there was very much there, but when we arrived, we knew that we had made a mistake, and we quickly shuffled things around so we could stay 2 nights there, which still wasn't enough. We could have stayed a week. I scheduled our stay at the Hilton Promenade in Branson Landing, which is on Lake Taneycomo, with lots of shopping, dining, and spectacular fountain views. There's this beautiful fountain that has choreographed music, water, fire. It's really nice. They play the national anthem with colors. It's really, really nice thing to see. One significant thing that we found was Paula Deen's restaurant. Both of us were a little intrigued by it because we'd seen Paula Deen on TV for so many years, and her food always looks so good and so fattening, and we're on vacation, so what the heck, right? So we went to Paula Deen's and enjoyed more food than we could ever really eat, but it was amazing. I want to warn you though, if you're not a large group, you might want to check out online the menu and how the pricing works. It's a little bit different of a concept, but so it might not feel affordable to you if you're just 1 or 2 people, but I'd recommend you try it regardless, because it was really good, and you get dessert with your meal. Then we set out to do a little shopping, to see the town with a trolley. There was a trolley that went all over Branson. And so if you're not into that kind of stuff, you'll want to at least get on the trolley and drive around and see it. You can get off wherever you want, get back on. It's free. So we saw as much as we wanted to see there. We did a little shopping in Branson Landing, which was fun. When we arrived in town, we stopped at the Visitor Center, and they had a listing of all of the shows that were playing and what was available and what was not. And so we went ahead and picked the show to see that first night because, we didn't want to leave Branson without having seen a show, which is what most people do, right? So we saw a Frankie Valli show called Jersey Nights. And the cast was excellent, the music was excellent, the dancing was excellent. And although this is not typically our thing, I think we would both give it a thumbs up. So that's the end of our first day. The second day, we get up bright and early and we head over to a place called Top of the Rock. You see, in Eureka Springs, I had gone out to watch the sunset and met a lady that was from Missouri and started talking to her about where we were going to go. And she said, oh, if you're going to Branson, you have to go to Top of the Rock and you have to do the golf cart tour. So I was going to make sure we did that because she sounded like it was so fun, and boy was it ever. So we get there, and when we get there, we're driving through the gates of Top of the Rock, and I noticed that it says Bass Pro Shops. So I'm assuming that this is owned by the same people who own Bass Pro Shops. And there are actually 2 entrances, one for the lodge and then one for Top of the Rock, which is part of the whole complex. You see, this is a destination in itself. You could go there, you could stay there the whole time and not run out of things to do. There's so much there. Top of the Rock is perched high above Table Rock Lake, which is another beautiful lake there. Big Cedar Lodge, Top of the Rock, offers several amazing attractions, including a signature golf course, cave and nature trails, history museum, wine cellar, and so much more. There are a lot of great options for dining as well. We caught the golf cart tour when we got there, and we had bought our tickets online, which was a great thing because there was a line to get tickets, and we were able to just go hop on a golf cart and go and explore this 2.5-mile paved trail through the, I guess they're not, maybe they are mountains, but the hills, the rock formations, the caves, the beautiful trees, and the leaves were changing. It was just stunning. And we took our time going. These golf carts didn't go very fast, but you never feel rushed. You don't have anybody right behind you trying to rush you. In fact, most of the time, we didn't see anybody until we got to one of the stops. But we would pull over and we would just kind of enjoy just the peace out there and the views, the beautiful views. And the caves and the waterfalls were amazing. I just couldn't believe some of the waterfalls inside the caves. There was even a bar inside of one of the caves, the bat bar, I think it was. But anyway, I can't even describe this. You have to see it yourself. It is something, to see, and we just hit the perfect weather. We took our time to enjoy God's beauty and the glorious day He had given us. We spent the rest of our time wandering around the huge property. And can you believe that they are already decorating for Christmas? And they were putting lights out on the golf cart trail, and I think this is the first time they're going to do that. We toured Big Cedar Lodge itself. It is a beautiful, gorgeous lodge, just grand. And the Osage restaurant, which we actually had reservations at, but the only time we could get reservations was 4 p.m., and we were not hungry at that time, so we were really disappointed to miss out on that. They evidently do like a 21-gun salute, and they fire cannons. It's supposed to be really amazing. Although we love the Hilton Promenade where we stayed in Branson Landing, I think that next time I go to Branson, I will opt to stay at Big Cedar, because Big Cedar has so many different options. And you know what? I really am going to try to talk Randy into going back there before Christmas, because I would love to see it all lit up, and there's Santa Claus, and there's just so many things to do, so many fun things if you check out their schedule. If you'd like more ideas for fun-filled family vacations, take a look at this next video.